Okay, I'm going to show you how to use the dodge and burn tools in Photoshop to create a separate layer to alter the lightness and darkness of your image. First thing that you want to do is create a new layer. So go to the Layers panel, under New, Layer, and it will come up with a new dialog box. You're going to name this Dodge and Burn so you know exactly what you are going to be doing with this particular layer. In the bottom here for mode, we're going to change that to overlay. This will allow us to work with hiding the identity of gray and focusing on light and dark values using the brush tool. We're going to fill the overlay with a neutral color, which is 50% gray. So we click on the radio box here, click OK. You'll see that right above your background layer you'll have a dodge and burn layer, which is filled entirely with gray, and our blend mode is on overlay. The next stage is to use a brush tool. In our tools panel, we just simply select the brush tool, make sure that our two colors are white and black in our palettes. We can use the default key for D to make those two colors default to the black and white, and then by pressing X we can then switch from the top palettes being the color that is desired, either black or white, by pressing the X key. So using the paintbrush tool, painting with white, we brighten up parts of our image. We also have the opportunity to increase or decrease the intensity of the paintbrush by opacity located here. You really want to gradually build this thing up. So somewhere around a 20% opacity works well. By using white in our palette and our paintbrush, we can then start to paint in the effects that we're looking for. So inside the section here with the Buddha, we want to lighten that up and just simply increase the brightness of this area. We can click on the actual brush tool here to increase the size of our brush and the hardness or softness to the edge of our brush. We can also use some shortcut keys using the bracket right to increase the size of our brush, bracket left to decrease the size of the brush. Hold the shift key, bracket right increases the softness of the edge of the brush, bracket left decreases the softness of our brush as well. So just by using those tools we can then quickly adjust those areas there. And as we're increasing the brightness of the center of the Buddha, you'll see that in the panel of the dodge and burn layer, that section there becomes lighter. If we then want to make areas darker by pressing the X key or just simply clicking the arrow key here, we can then start to paint with black or darken up areas as we see fit. So this is an entirely separate layer from our original, so we're no longer changing any pixels on the image, but just enhancing the layer of our dodge and burn on a separate section here. We can click on the visibility to see the before and after. We can also decrease the opacity of the effect that we've just taken place to tone that down if we see fit. If there is a problem in one of our expectations of our lightness or darkness, so say for instance I darken up the face too much here, I can then just simply press the X key, go with white, and then just reevaluate the image and lighten it up as seen here. So dodge and burn layer using a new layer and filling it with gray and overlay.